Steve Bannon is a name synonymous with disruption. He is a man who has navigated the corridors of power and the fringes of society with equal ease. His journey from Wall Street to Hollywood, from conservative media to the White House, is a testament to his ambition and his ability to exploit the zeitgeist. Yet Bannon's career has been marred by controversy, accusations of racism and xenophobia, and legal troubles. He remains a polarizing figure, hailed by some as a visionary and condemned by others as a dangerous demagogue. Bannon's influence on American politics is undeniable. He is credited with being the architect of Donald Trump's 2016 presidential victory, shaping the campaign's populist message and its appeal to white working-class voters. As Trump's chief strategist, Bannon played a pivotal role in shaping the administration's early agenda, particularly on issues like immigration and trade. However, his tenure in the White House was short-lived, marked by clashes with other advisors and a growing rift with the president himself. Despite his departure from the Trump administration, Bannon continued to be a vocal presence in American politics. He returned to Breitbart News, the right-wing website he had helped build, into a powerful platform for conservative and nationalist views. He also embarked on a global tour, seeking to forge alliances with like-minded populist movements in Europe and elsewhere. Bannon's efforts to position himself as a leader of the global right, however, have been met with mixed success. Bannon's legacy is likely to be debated for years to come. His critics view him as a dangerous figure, a purveyor of hate speech and a threat to democratic norms. His supporters see him as a fearless truth-teller, a champion of the forgotten man, and a bulwark against what they perceive as the forces of political correctness and globalism. Whatever one's view of him, there is no doubt that Steve Bannon has left an indelible mark on American politics. Stephen Kevin Bannon was born in 1953 in Norfolk, Virginia, into a working-class Irish Catholic family. His father, Martin, was a telephone lineman for AT&T, while his mother, Doris, was a homemaker. Bannon grew up in a blue-collar neighborhood, surrounded by the shipyards and naval bases that defined the city's economy. Bannon attended a Catholic military academy for high school, where he excelled academically and developed a strong work ethic. After graduating, he went on to study urban planning at Virginia Tech, where he became deeply interested in politics and history. It was during his time at Virginia Tech that Bannon developed a fascination with the work of conservative intellectuals like William F. Buckley Jr. and Russell Kirk. Following his graduation from Virginia Tech in 1976, Bannon enlisted in the United States Navy. He served as a surface warfare officer aboard a destroyer in the Pacific Fleet. Bannon's time in the Navy had a profound impact on his worldview, instilling in him a deep sense of patriotism and a belief in American exceptionalism. It also exposed him to different cultures and perspectives, which he would later draw upon in his career as a political strategist. After leaving active duty in 1980, Bannon remained in the Navy Reserve while pursuing a graduate degree in National Security Studies at Georgetown University. It was at Georgetown that Bannon met his first wife, Kathleen Suzanne Hof, with whom he would later have 3 daughters. Bannon's time in Washington, D.C. further fueled his interest in politics and policy, and he began to develop a network of contacts in conservative circles. After completing his master's degree at Georgetown, Bannon moved to New York City to embark on a career in investment banking. He landed a job at Goldman Sachs, one of the most prestigious firms on Wall Street. At Goldman Sachs, Bannon quickly rose through the ranks, impressing his superiors with his intelligence, work ethic, and ability to close deals. He specialized in mergers and acquisitions, working on a number of high-profile transactions in the media and entertainment industries. Bannon's time at Goldman Sachs gave him a front-row seat to the world of high finance and corporate power. It also provided him with valuable experience in deal-making and negotiation, skills that he would later put to use in the political arena. However, Bannon's ambition and entrepreneurial spirit eventually led him to seek opportunities beyond the confines of Wall Street. In the late 1980s, Bannon and several colleagues from Goldman Sachs left the firm to start their own investment banking boutique, Bannon and Company Bannon, and company focused on representing media and entertainment companies, capitalizing on Bannon's growing interest in those industries. One of the firm's most notable deals was the sale of Castle Rock Entertainment, the production company behind popular television shows like Seinfeld and Roseanne, to Turner Broadcasting System. Bannon's involvement in the Castle Rock Entertainment deal led him to relocate to Los Angeles, California, where he became increasingly immersed in the world of Hollywood. He took a hands-on role in managing Castle Rock's finances, and he also began to explore opportunities in film production. Bannon's foray into Hollywood would mark a significant turning point in his career, exposing him to new ideas and leading him down a path that would eventually intersect with the world of conservative politics. Section 4. Breitbart and the rise of the alt-right shaping conservative media. In the mid-2000s, Bannon's career took another unexpected turn when he met Andrew Breitbart, a conservative blogger and media entrepreneur. Breitbart, who had founded the news and opinion website Breitbart News, shared Bannon's disdain for the mainstream media and his belief that conservative voices were being silenced. Bannon was immediately drawn to Breitbart's vision for a media outlet that would challenge the liberal establishment and provide a platform for right-wing views. Following Andrew Breitbart's untimely death in 2012, Bannon took over as executive chairman of Breitbart News. Under Bannon's leadership, Breitbart News underwent a significant transformation. The website, which had already been known for its aggressive and often inflammatory rhetoric, became even more stridently conservative, embracing a brand of right-wing populism that appealed to white nationalists, anti-immigrant activists, and other fringe groups. Bannon saw Breitbart News as more than just a news website. He envisioned it as a platform for promoting a nationalist, populist agenda that he believed was being ignored by the Republican establishment. Under his direction, Breitbart News became known for its incendiary headlines, its attacks on mainstream conservatism, and its willingness to promote conspiracy theories and misinformation. Bannon himself described the website as the platform for the alt-right, a loose online movement associated with white nationalism, anti-Semitism, and other extremist views. Breitbart News's inflammatory content and its growing influence on the right made it a target of criticism from liberals and conservatives alike. Critics accused Bannon of promoting hate speech, inciting violence, and undermining democratic norms. However, Bannon remained defiant, arguing that he was simply giving a voice to those who felt ignored by the political establishment. Breitbart News's popularity among a segment of the Republican base made Bannon a powerful figure in conservative politics, and it would eventually pave the way for his entry into Donald Trump's inner circle. Section 5. Campaign strategist orchestrating Trump's victory. By 2015, Bannon's work at Breitbart News had made him a well-known figure in conservative circles, and he had developed a reputation as a brilliant strategist and a master of the media. It was perhaps inevitable that Bannon's path would eventually cross with that of Donald Trump, a real estate mogul and reality TV star who was considering a run for president. Trump, like Bannon, was an outsider who harbored deep resentment toward the political establishment. He also shared Bannon's talent for self-promotion and his understanding of the power of media. Trump's presidential campaign, which he officially launched in June 2015, was initially dismissed by many as a publicity stunt. However, Trump's populist message, his attacks on immigration and trade, and his willingness to flout political correctness resonated with a segment of the Republican electorate that felt ignored by the party's establishment. As Trump's campaign gained momentum, Bannon saw an opportunity to put his ideas into action on a national stage. In August 2016, Trump hired Bannon as his campaign's chief executive officer. The move was seen as a sign that Trump was embracing the nationalist populist message that Bannon had been promoting at Breitbart News. Bannon quickly put his stamp on the campaign, urging Trump to focus on his core message of economic nationalism and cultural resentment. He also encouraged Trump to double down on his attacks on Hillary Clinton, his Democratic opponent, and to exploit the media's obsession with his every move. Bannon's strategy proved to be highly effective. Trump's rallies drew huge crowds, and his message resonated with white working-class voters in key swing states. Despite facing accusations of sexism, racism, and xenophobia, Trump continued to climb in the polls, defying the predictions of most political analysts. On election day, Trump pulled off a stunning upset, defeating Clinton to become the 47th president of the United States. Bannon's role in Trump's victory cemented his status as a political mastermind and made him one of the most powerful figures in American politics.